Okay, real quick, we're going to go over how to graph multiple things with Emerson E2 controller. So first you hit menu, you're going to go down to status, which is 8. So you can either manually go down or you can just hit 8 over here. So we're going to hit 8. Now from here you're going to go to graphs and logs. Again, you can manually go down and hit enter, or you can just hit 4, because that's what graphs and logs is, 4. I'm going to hit 4. Okay, now here is the part that I'm going to differ with from the Emerson website. So there's two options here. There is user select point graphs and user select point logs. So what's important about this? So if you go to user select point graphs, okay, you're going to have these two criteria, point 1 and point 2. And we're going to go through how to fill those in. And then after you're done with all of them, you're going to have graph down here, okay? And you're going to graph 2 points on the graph, okay? Emerson controllers are only capable of overlaying 2 things on top of one another. At least according to the website, as far as I know, these E2 controllers are not capable of more. If someone knows something different, comment below, obviously, but that's all I know currently according to the website and what I've read. But we're not going to use this option because I want to introduce you guys to an option that I think is a little bit better. So if we hit this go back button, we're going to go back. Use selected points and logs. So this is option 1, right? So user selected point graphs, user selected point logs. So we're going to enter that one. So now you see you get 6 options here. Okay, and then you have a button down here that says log. Okay, so you input these options the same exact way as you input the graphing options, except you'll get a log and it will give you an option to graph, but as far as I know, it will only graph point 1 and point 2. So why is this useful? Because you can compare up to 6 things. Now I'm going to show you what I mean, okay? So first we're going to do with area 1, so we're going to go over to F4 and we're going to hit lookup. So this is the Emerson controller that you're accessing. I only have one, so I'm going to hit enter. Now next is application. So this is going to be like, you know, if you want a condenser or a specific case, we want a certain case. So I'm hitting page down to navigate quicker. Okay, I'm going to go to case A7. So you can see it right there. So once I select case A7, the property of that case, and again we're going to look it up again, okay? Again, that property of that case. So I want case temperature number 2 because I want to see what's going on because this case is a 10-door case, 2 temperature probes, you know, 1 in the first 5 doors, 1 in the first second doors, and the second set of doors is doing something crazy. So again, I'm going to look up that value, hit the same thing. I'm going to look up this one. And now I'm going to go back to that same option. So I'm going to go to that same case again, A7. This time, I'm going to enter, I'm going to look up what value? Defrost, because I want to see how it's doing after defrost, because I think it's struggling after defrost, and that's why I keep getting alarms. Now I'm going to look up over here though. I'm going to look up again, there's only one controller. Again, I'm going to go down to case A11 again. It's kind of a pain in the butt compared to other controllers, but at least it's an option. Oh, there it is, A7. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to look up temperature probe number 2. Now why did I do it that way? Because remember, you only graph the first 2. But I want to see how the temperatures compare between the 2 sections of case. Okay, so I'm going to log it. Alright. Now you can see point 2 off, right? Point 1 gives you the temperature. Okay, point 3 gives you the temperature. Okay. I accidentally did point 3 twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit back, okay, because you can see I accidentally did case temp 2 twice. So I'm going to go back with that back option. I'm going to go look that up again. I'm gonna go down to case temp 1. That's what I meant to do. Okay, log it. Now there we go. You can see there's -11, that's 3, 6, whatever. Right, so I can go down as I do this. I can hit page down again, right, and I can go to the last time it was in defrost. I can just visually look until it says on right there, right? Oh, for some reason it says it was on for only 5 minutes. That's very peculiar. Well, let's go down a little bit more and kind of see. Nope. Keep going down. Yeah, so that's kind of weird. It says it was on for only like 5 minutes. That's very strange. But anyway, so that's kind of peculiar. Maybe it reaches termination temperature within that time. But we're gonna see if we can find that again, because we're concerned with that. Okay. Well, now this is just I hit page down too many times and it's gonna get stuck like this. So, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually now from here we're gonna go over to graph it. Okay. Because I want to graph it. Okay. So now you can see it takes the first 2 options, case defrost 2 and case temp 2 and defrost. Okay. And that's how you get them to overlay over each other. Now with that other option I showed you, as soon as you hit graph, you're gonna get this, and then you can zoom in with F5 just like we do normally with our graph. Zoom in over, zoom in. It might take a little bit longer to zoom in. Zoom in. Okay. Now what am I looking at? So right here, you can see that it goes in the defrost quickly around, just before midnight. Goes in the defrost very quickly up, and then this takes a while to come down. And you can see that it does look like it's only in defrost for like 5 minutes. Very quick defrost. If you look at this time scale, very quickly. So let's zoom in a bit more. Maybe we can get a better view on that. Now it's on off, so I went a little bit too far. Gonna go this way. Yeah, you can kind of see, okay, that's how it does it. And you can kind of count out the time scale if you want. You can keep zooming in, get a little bit closer. So it kind of goes in and out of defrost. So it looks like it goes into defrost, maybe it terminates, it goes back down, it goes back in. That's actually very peculiar, but you can see how much information you can get from this, right? But so now from here we're gonna go back with this back button. And now we're back at our logs, right? So now I can go hit F1 to go back to the beginning, and I'm gonna try to find that area that has that defrost again. So right there, defrost. So you can see the defrost turns on, and then after that, this is 17 degrees, this side's 25 degrees or whatever. Now it's like 30, right? And you can see that as this goes on, this is down almost immediately, right? This goes down to -2. This side is 18, 17, so this side is taking way longer. So we can see that temperature probe number 2 is having issues with those case temps coming down the temp after defrost. And we can use this logarithmic comparison to do that. Actually, it's not logarithmic, it's just logging the comparison. That was not a correct. Logarithmic scale is something different. But anyway, so yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you graph multiple things and look at multiple logs on an E2 Emerson controller. That's it.